Hello, I'm John Gill and welcome to the world's best self-defense techniques. We really hope you never have to use these techniques in any real situation. It's always better to avoid conflict, talk your way out of it, get away, run away, always avoid. Do not fight back unless absolutely necessary. Physical techniques are an absolute last resort. However, if you are attacked or in a situation like this, we will show you how to get out of it. To start, it is recommended that you use your technology, your slow motion controls and freeze frame facilities until you can follow the routine in its complete form. Or just go for it. Look at it as a dance or aerobics routine. Put your favourite music on or just turn up the volume. As long as you work solidly and consistently, you'll develop these techniques quite easily. Security means freedom. Your objective is a real and greater sense of security. Now with the world's best self-defense techniques, you're free. It's up to you. Hello, I'm John Gill. Firstly, the most important thing about self-defense is avoid the confrontation in the first place. Run away, walk away, talk your way out of it. Only use physical techniques as an absolute last resort. If you have to use physical techniques, the secret is to use your harder areas against someone's vulnerable areas. Those harder areas are fist, curling and locking the thumb down the outside, palm strike, elbows, knees and feet. We can always use fingers into the eyes if necessary as well. But they're the most harder areas in your body. It doesn't matter how strong the opponent is, you've got to go to their vulnerable areas and learn the technique of getting away from a hold or a grab or against punch or weapon or whatever. But of course, as I emphasised earlier, it is really important to, if you can run, get out of there as quickly as possible, talk your way out of it, avoid the confrontation. The most common defensive situations are hand grab from the front, hand grabs from behind, headlock, bear hugs, hands around the neck, against punch, and ground defense. Now I'll demonstrate the vulnerable areas on Ian. They are eyes, nose, throat, groin, and knees. Other areas include temple, ear, side of the neck, back of the neck, kidney, rib, also down the shin onto the foot. All very effective areas to strike and get away as quickly as possible. How to practice these techniques of actually hitting somebody is just on the bag, the punching bag. So from here with the fist, curl and lock of course. From here just 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. Or for stepping in, learning to step in with the strike, stepping in. Or it could be step in, 1, 2, and follow up. Also your palm strikes, again from here, 1, 2, 1, 2. Or stepping in, 1, 2. Stepping in, 1, 2. Stepping in, 1, 2. Elbow strikes are very effective, coming through from here, this way, or of course this way. Different styles, and in our style, Hapkido, we do the live hand for more power. Taekwondo, we do this way. As now I do both styles, Taekwondo, Hapkido, so it depends on your individual preference, which way you prefer to go with an elbow. Again, I can do a reverse elbow, this way, or step in with the same arm, same leg. There's also a back elbow strike, this way, or if you prefer the fist, that's up to you. Now we go into the legs. The knees are very, very important. From here, if someone grab both your hands, for example, just straight in with the knee. Now we go into the kicking. Kick with the ball of the foot, kick the toes back, particularly important if you're in bare feet or light shoes. With real shoes, heavier shoes doesn't matter too much. But from here, hands up, and kick. I lift the knee up first. And kick with the ball of the foot. The other kick is a side kick. Up and out. Up and out. Up and out. And with the heel this time. And back. With the heel, the track back and down. the heel, back and down. Whereas the front kicks with the ball of the foot and back. The other kick we use for self-defense, the back kick. Kicking back particularly to the groin area. Some of the other kicks we have are the low kicks. So over here, puts it to the ground. Low kick would be into the here, so on the bag practice, just straight across. Straight across. So in reality it's here or here, lower cross kick. The most common threat is when an aggressor grabs your hand. Seems simple enough. The aggressor is using physical force to control you. Twist your hand out to the side and run. Notice the high elbow action. Your immediate response should be spike up, get ready, be smart. Stretching your fingers will increase your power, twisting out between the thumb and the index finger. Notice I'm also stepping away. It's important to step away as you twist out to the side. This will also add to your power and advance your getaway. With a more threatening situation, your best defense is an offensive strike. A punch to the throat or a palm strike to the nose. Both have a shock value, giving you time to get away. It is imperative to strike early and accurately for best results. When practicing with a friend, it's best to strike to the side and past the target, but in reality it will be towards the throat or the nose. Notice I'm stepping forward to gain more power. But remember, the best defense is common sense. Believe in yourself. You can make it happen. The two-arm grab is similar to the one-arm grab. Stretching your fingers for greater strength, twisting out and pulling back to your side so as not to hit yourself and to advance your getaway. Notice the high elbow action and I'm still watching the aggressor. This is so I can follow with a kick or back fist if the aggression continues. Control is the key. If you control yourself, how can anyone else? Do your training and make this everything you want it to be. This is a two-arm grab for a more serious situation. Here I am using the aggressor's own strength to pull him forward as I thrust forward with the knee to the groin. Even if you miss the groin, you'll still hit the soft lower stomach area, stunning the aggressor or even winning him. Tell your fear, thanks for the warning, but hey, I'm in control. Attack only if necessary. Turn fear into power. This is where the attacker is coming out to grab me around the throat with two hands and I'm defending before he gets there with an outer double arm block. And immediately striking back. Footwork's very important as well. Stepping away, notice that I'm blocking out with both outer forearms before he gets a chance to grab me. It's really important in any self-defense situation is to defend, run away, block before they get a chance to grab hold of you. So I'm pushing out with a double arm forearm and immediately striking back towards the throat. or the nose. This time I'm stepping further away and I'm leading with a front snap kick because the legs are longer than the arms, and of course following up with the hand techniques. Again, raising my arms quickly and efficiently out, using my outer forearms towards the inner part of his arms, which often hurts them more than hurts you, because the outer forearm bone is extremely strong compared to their inner forearm. So it's bone against muscle. This time it's actually going to hold of you by surprise. Then same thing can apply. Double arm up and strike back, but make sure it's quick so it doesn't get a chance to strike you back. Or straight into the throat or nose. If you don't have enough strength or power to get the arms off you, you can go straight into the vulnerable areas and they will let go. This time, I'm popping the eardrums with both hands. Particularly works well if it's very close to you. Sometimes when you're close, you may not have enough power with a basic strike, but coming from the other angle by popping the ears, it's quite powerful. And then following up the hand techniques. Just an example of him getting closer to me. Quite a few variations. Here's another one. I'm actually grabbing the hands and then kneeing to the groin. A lot of people tend to panic and grab their hands. If you do that, that's okay, as long as you follow up with a strike like a knee to the groin. And then I'm using my hands after that. So as you can see, there's quite a few variations against choke. It's up to you to what you feel comfortable with. Turn fear into power. Here's another variation of the choke from the front. Here I'm waving right over the top. My right arm is coming over, my right leg will follow through. I can even run from the situation. It looks like he's coming back at me. I come back with a back fist to the jaw, the throat, or even the nose. Follow up the reverse punch. Again, only if necessary. Here you can see the foot coming over as well. The right foot follows the right arm to twist over and out. Or if he's close to me, I can get the left foot back. Either way, as long as you're using feet. And we're probably on the most unstable ground you can imagine, being sand. So if you can practice on this, you can do it on anything. Stay calm, but fire up. Be quick to respond. This time's a choke from the back. Notice I lift my arm up high and over, and the right leg comes through with it. And opening up the vulnerable areas like throat, nose, groin. Important thing is to get the right leg with the hand coming all the way over, using the body weight as momentum. You can also do a low back fist to the groin. But the arm over the top will definitely release you straight away. As long as you lift the leg with it, do it fast and controlled. As you can see, it opens up a whole bunch of areas. Groin, throat, nose, even ears, eyes, went into the eyes as well. One strike may be enough and you might go down and you might be able to get away. Fear not, fire up. This time it's a mouth gag around the mouth, grabbing the thumb and stepping away to my left as he's doing with his left arm, opening up the areas which are groin or lower stomach, and then following up into the throat. Don't spend too much time trying to find the thumb. The main thing is to step to the side and open up the vulnerable areas. Looking in relieves pressure, plus also I can see what I'm doing. And following up with multiple strikes if necessary. Slowly here, stepping to the side. Notice the footwork. Even on unstable ground like sand, it's important to be able to keep on your feet and your balance and step to the side. The key is not to be overwhelmed, maintain control, assess and respond. This time it's a forearm choke from the back. Similar action, but this time I'm using both hands to hook down to relieve pressure, looking in and again striking right towards the groin and then the throat. Main thing is the hooking action to relieve pressure off my throat. Watching again, hook down, strike. And of course I can run, he loses balance, I can run away. Step to the side, striking. It's even better if they fall down. Strike early, strike hard. This time I'm defending against a bear hug. It's important to lift the arms up before anyone ever tries to grab you. And I'm immediately responding with popping the eardrums and then palm strikes, kicks, etc. It's fairly close to me in this situation, that's why I'm coming around and popping the eardrums with cupping the hands and then striking with a fist, palm strike, kicking. Lift my arms up and strike. Of course, if you can block first, that's even better, stopping him from grabbing you. Always block or move out of the way first. This is only if he's got past that and actually grabbed you. You see here cupping the hands right across the eardrums, very effective technique. Then, if necessary, striking out. Again, one strike may be enough. If I need to, I'll need to follow up. This time the bear hug is where my arms are enclosed in. I can lift my knees straight in, but if he's closer to me, I'd bring both hands down, strike to the groin, then follow up the knee, and hand strikes, of course, following up the knee. So I'm bringing the hands together, striking, lower stomach or groin, then knee, then following through the hands. Just to emphasise again, always lift the arms up. Try not to get them closed inside. Or block with the outer forearms, of course, as well. Striking through. The knee might be just enough. If he's really close, that's where the hands come in. Pop and then strike through the knee. Gets him back a little further from it. The hands alone won't be enough to put him down. The knee should finish it. This time we've got a bear hug from the back with the arms free. Now so I immediately strike with an elbow strike to the temple or ear area and follow with knees or multiple strikes from there. This time I'm going back the other way. Either way, as long as I twirl and strike. You see there's a lot of variations, kicking, striking, whatever suits you, whatever comes naturally. I'm looking, it's very important I'm looking first. To see the area I'm striking, to also make sure it isn't an attacker, not some friend grabbing me. Looking back and striking. This time's a bear hug with the arms in. Again, I can strike straight back with the back fist, but if it's fairly tight, then I'd have to use the stomping technique. which is here, stomping straight down the shin onto his foot, then back fist, reverse punch following up. If it's fairly loose, I can do a back fist first. If it's tight and to the front, then I'd use a stomp. The stomp would be enough to put him away, but the strikes would be. Here's an example just with a back fist. You notice how I use my hips as well. I move my hips to the side and my footwork is very important. Stepping to the side, open up the areas. This time I'm stomping down the shin with the heel onto his foot. Move, you see how I step to the side and strike back to the groin, following up. And of course run, get away from there as soon as possible and as quickly as possible. This time the attacker is grabbing one arm behind me and I'm turning in the opposite direction. If I went back that way, it actually hurt my shoulder, so I go with it and step around and strike. Of course, back fist to the temple or ear. In that situation, follow the knee to the groin. Immediate reaction is the key. And whatever you feel natural with after that, if necessary, of course. And as I'm looking, twisting my upper body, torso, striking, and then following through if necessary with the knee. Stepping around and striking. Always looking to where you're hitting. Very, very important. Nice footwork as well, stepping away and out. Always watch the feet as well, not just my hand movements, so I'll see when I'm stepping. Footwork is very, very important. Because they're not going to go to where I want them to go. I've got to go to my position to open up the vulnerable areas. That's critical importance in self-defense. Don't just stand there and swing willy-nilly. Strike accurately and confidently. This time it's a double arm grab from the back. So I do a back kick to the groin or even a side kick to the knee. And follow up if necessary. This is a knee, side kick using the heel, or back kick with the heel up, toes down. Looking and striking. And then you let go and then I can use my hands. Stepping out for balance. And up and back. And away. Be resourceful. You're in control. Spike up for the moment. Okay, with a headlock, I'm turning in to relieve pressure and striking immediately to the groin. If necessary, I'll then go to the throat, bring my other hand over, control by pulling the hair back. Turn in, strike, or I can just strike straight to the throat again, or controlling by bringing my hand over and pulling his hair back and striking to the throat. The first strike just may be enough anyway. Remember, defend first before he gets a hold of you. In this situation, if they do get a hold of you, this is what you do. Turn in, relieve pressure off your throat, strike to the groin, control the head, and I can do a palm to the nose or punch to the throat. This time the leg's further in front, so it may be difficult for me to get the hand around. So therefore, I'm bringing my right arm underneath the groin and striking upwards. Straight up under, and then I can even kick with a lower cross kick from behind. Even my left arm's controlling, so it can't grab any tighter. Come up under here to the groin. That's called a knife hand strike. I'm bringing my fingers together to strike. And up and lower cross kick into the back of the knee. And to control him further, I'm pressing down between the elbow and the shoulder. It's called a Hapkido restraining technique. And if necessary, then strike. Be aware, be strong, be committed. The opponent is grabbing my hair from behind. I'm clasping onto his hand as a relieve pressure from my scalp and immediately striking with an elbow to the back of his elbow to release his grip. And of course following up with palm strikes or punches. And you go the other way with a back fist strike. Doesn't matter which way you go as long as you release the grip and follow up. One strike may be necessary. The main thing in self-defense is get away. We're not there to do multiple strikes unless it's necessary. So if I can get to a position where I can run quickly, it's always better to get out of there as quickly as possible. This time it's a knee strike to the groin. There's no set rules, whatever you feel natural, as long as you're doing something to get yourself out of danger. Never stop thinking. This time the opponent is punching or they could be grabbing at you. Notice how I step inside and block and strike at the same time. Either a palm strike or a punch. Main thing is to avoid the strike. Get off the center line and strike back. You can block first, then strike. It is better if you develop it to block and strike at the same time. I'm using my outer forearm bone against his inner nerves. Often hurts them a lot more than you because you're using your outer forearm bone, your harder areas against their softer. Here's an overhead attack. I'm doing upper block this time, a rising block above my head and striking. Going 45 angle inside or a downward strike with a down block to defend and striking back. Again, footwork's critical, moving your feet away from the line of the attack. Even on unstable ground like sand, I can move quickly and efficiently across. This time I'm doing a kick because I may be further distance away from him. It's a strong outside action with your outer forearm to block. And an immediate response back. This time I'm going to the outside. Depending on where you're standing in relation to the strike, it's better to move to the outside area as you're trying to talk your way out of it with your hands up, like in this situation here, and move to the outside with the inner palm block, knocking him off balance, and then coming around from the outside across. Ground defense, falling quickly is the most important thing. Striking out straight away. Keep my head up as I fall and breaking the fall with the left arm. This time is pin my arms, moves the knee to the kidney or rib and follow up if necessary. In reality, don't let anyone get that close to you. Keep away. Keep your head. Strong people are calm people. Knife or weapon defense, run, get away from there as quickly as possible. Very serious situation. If you have to, talk your way out of it, keep your hands up, jump to the side, using both hands to control his wrist and elbow, and then multiple strikes is critical before he gets a chance to come at you again. Jumping, stepping away, again out of the line of the knife, similar to against punch. Out of the line is very important. But I cannot emphasize more to run, get out of there as quickly as possible. Do not use these techniques unless absolutely necessary. Here I'm doing kicking. If you're better with your kicks, you can use this. Jumping out of the way and kicking. If you're good with the kicks, that is. But stick to your basics in any self-defense situation. Again, knee to the groin, multiple strike, controlling him here with a Hapkido armbar, live hand technique, straight to the ground. Very serious situation against weapon. To conclude, strength and peace are worthy friends. Fear is just a cautionary ally. It is advisable that you join your local martial arts school. You'll gain the physical benefits of increased coordination, balance, reflexes and fitness. The mental benefits include better concentration, better focus, more confidence and better self-discipline. Self-defense means common sense. Be alert, be aware and be prepared.